You too. What it do, man? Look, my boy Flacco got some news about my boy Charleston White,
He
man.
just got hit with some crazy accusations from a woman claiming to be his cousin.
I'm Shalandra. I'm cousin of Charleston White. Said in the late 90s. When I was younger, about age 11, I was at my cousin's house, which is his mother. I was in the restroom taking a bath, and Charleston came in and asked me to play house. I
This shit ain't funny, but you just not bringing this up.
am
Okay.
very deeply scarred by it. I don't give a what he say, and if he watching, I don't give a what you talking about because only God knows the truth, and he sit high and he look low, so that's your spirit at the end of the day.
I don't know who Charleston White enemies
Why
are,
did
but I be getting random emails, and it started about 2 years ago. Just random emails. Yo, Flacco, yo, cover this Charleston White cousin
about two
story.
years ago?
And I kind of avoided it, never really touched it because I'm not breaking a story where I don't have any paperwork, facts, or proof about. But now that the cousin has gone public, we could talk about it. So she claims that Charleston White was about 20 years old, which would be between 1997 to 1999, which entirely depends on which one of Charleston White ages on the internet you believe. But the date is really important and it really matters, and it will come back when people are trying to figure out who to believe in this situation. But a cousin will claim that this is not a secret, that the family knows what happened, and that she has proof.
When the family know, that's the wicked part. Like, why do the family just be trying to save him? Like, not Charles, but you know how like the uncle that touched people, you know, like they don't turn him in. They keep the secret among them. Like, you better air out that damn dirty laundry.
Thanks, Mike. See
Uncle
you next month.
Elroy, he
So you
get
can get these
nasty. Stay
delivered?
away
It's
from him.
literally watered down.
Well, when I was younger, about age 11, I was at my cousin's house, which is his mother, and I was in the restroom taking a bath, and Charleston came in and asked me to play house. I'm like, what? Because I'm thinking, I'm knowing he my cousin. I mean, just got out of CYC. I'm here, we chilling, whatever. He came in and just started forcefully pushing himself on me. At the time, I didn't just know what to do because, again, I was young. However, I did tell my parents about it, and so we got some legal things going on, and we had some things situated and safe. I could have pressed charges on him, but why would I? That's my family.
Because you was sexually assaulted. What? Because your fucking innocence was taken? Why would you press charges? Why not? So you want to put the family member card? Why would I press charges? But the family member crossed the line, crossed them boundaries. Soon as he opened that door, he crossed the boundaries. I'm knocking on the door. Anybody in there? I'm taking them out. I gotta use it. I guess I gotta wait. That didn't make no sense.
Situated and safe. I could have pressed charges on him, but why would I? That's my family.
I'm
Why
not a
not?
woman. I've never been through this. I've never experienced this. However, I know women who've been, and the first thing they tell me is an experience like no other. It's traumatic. And the
I
amount
can.
of resentment and hate you carry with you for that person is lifelong and it's immense. So her saying she has no resentment for Charleston White, even though she's claiming that Charleston White her when she was 11 years old, to me that's, I don't know. I'm not a woman, so I guess I can't judge. But when trying to figure out if somebody is credible or not, you got to read into everything. I'm reading into that. That don't quite make sense to me personally, to be honest.
I'm gonna tell you this. I I'm gonna think she lying if she start getting paid from these interviews. Like all of a sudden, this is her income. That's what I'm gonna start thinking she lying when she start doing stuff for money.
Now, she would also say that she didn't file any charges against Charleston White. Here's the thing. She's claiming that she was a child. In the state of Texas, there's no such thing as a statute of limitation. She could go down right now, right like at this moment, to the police station and file charges against Charleston White and start and launch an official investigation. Her
For
choosing
real?
not to do that, even presently and currently, I don't know. To me,
It's
that's a red
weird.
flag as well.
So it's weird because like, why talk about it if you ain't gonna press the charges? Why are we talking about it?
Because if this man did this to you and you have a legal pathway to get justice, you can file charges against them right now and force the police to investigate and talk to everybody involved, including your family members, yourself. Why wouldn't you go down that path if he did something to you so heinous, especially if you're willing to come public and, I guess, accuse him publicly? Then you should be willing to publicly accuse them in a court of law and have him face his accuser. But if you're not going to have him face his accuser, but instead you're going to just go on to platforms of dudes who hate him and say this about him, then what's the point? What's the purpose? You still have the legal pathway to get justice. Go get justice. Now, she would claim that apparently everybody in her family know about this. People know about this. And she will also claim that Charleston White tried to pay her not to come forward and to sweep this under the rug.
End of the day, I don't have any hatred.
If you got evidence with that, then you're good too. But it's like, what's the point of talking about it?
For him, I'm not trying to damage who he is. I don't watch him. I don't do any of that because I'm still rather scarred by it. I go to therapy. I do a couple of things to have my sanity. I mean, I'm not like the everyday person who is able to deal with it.
So why you ain't turning in if you can't deal with this? That's why I don't get. If you are so hurt you can't sleep at night, you need counseling and therapy, why you ain't turning this man in? So he's off the streets. That way you can sleep at night, right?
Everyday people that's dealing with it. That's not my life. I'm okay, you know. I mean, I don't put this in my kids' face. I don't do none of that because I want them again to have a safe and a beautiful life. You know what I mean? Whatever I've been through, that's for me to go through on my own. And God helps me with whatever I have a hard time with. Says bad things about me, but that's okay. That's his spirit at the end of the day. I'm gonna be okay. No matter how long it takes, no matter what it takes, I'm going to be okay.
Have you ever tried to contact you since then?
Oh yeah, on Messenger, he done contacted me 3 or 4 times and even tried to pay me not to even do this. And if you didn't do it, why would you message me and tell me to meet you somewhere to pay me? So
you can stop tarnishing his name? Hey man, let me set you up. How much you want for me to set you up, bro?
I don't do this if you didn't do it.
Why not show the messages then? Yo, if Charleston White messaged you and said, hey, I want to pay you so you do not come forward with this story, why not show the messages?
Right.
Why not show the proof? Why not show the receipts? Because if you have receipts and proof that Charleston White is saying, hey, let me pay you not to come forward, then that's all the confirmation we need.
That's all you
Charleston,
need.
you did bad. If that's the case, but if you continue to levy accusations and you're not bringing any receipts or any proof to the table, especially something like, yo, if you said he messaged you.
So where's that
and
message
asked
at?
you, hey, let me pay you. Let's meet up. Let me pay you. Don't come forward with this. That should be the proof you need. You blast that proof and there's really no doubt about it.
It's over with.
Because I'm not contacting anybody who accused me of anything that I know is not true. No, I'm working on suing you. That's what I'm working on doing. So if that's the case, then why not just provide that? Why not just show that? Why not just put that out there? But if you're making these accusations with no receipts and no proof,
you just talk.
We're forced and we're put in a position where we kind of have to dismiss you. Because there has to be a larger barrier to entry when it comes to believing accusations against public figures. I'm sorry.
Shit, we just got done with that. I don't know if y'all know about Talib, Castanet buddy. Like when old girl threw that R word on him. Like, baby, we need evidence, proof. We need to know, because this is serious, bro. If you just playing, it's wicked, because some women can lie on you. A nigga can lie on you and say you took it. You feel me? So it's like, we need proof of stuff like that, because that ain't nothing to play with.
Sorry, bro. If all it takes is one of your enemies getting a random person to put their face on camera and accuse you of something, then a lot of y'all is in trouble.
Fact.
A lot of y'all is in trouble. And I'm sorry as well, and also too, for anybody who plans on coming out and exposing a public figure, you don't want to sit next to his enemy, because that discredits you. If you sit next to somebody making accusations against someone and that person you're sitting with already has a vendetta and agenda against that person, we kind of just group y'all all in together until we see unimaginable proof. Right now, we have no proof. All we have is somebody saying these things. right? That's it. That's it. Because what is stopping somebody from going and finding one of their homies that they know, one of their homegirls, bringing them on a couch and having that homegirl tell unimaginable lies about you? Should we believe like every lie? No, obviously not, bro. Obviously not, bro. And trust me, I've gone through this exact same thing, bruh. Some random weirdo found some court documents online that did not belong to me. It was not my name, was not my picture, not my date of birth, right? The wrong state, the wrong school, the wrong everything. Places I've never been. I've never lived in Ohio, but these weirdos took this document, again, because it was the same last name. It was a relative of mine. They took that paperwork, disseminated, and said, poetic fuck about a grave case, when it was clearly not me under no circumstances. It took me finding a mugshot to say, this is the mugshot of the person from that case. Is that me? Obviously not, right? But me going through it firsthand and going through how people lie on this internet.
Yeah.
Some other weirdo. Y'all just watched my video a couple videos ago where I just had to expose this other weirdo who came out and said, Poetic Flacco did a fake giveaway and he scammed. It took me going into my phone, finding the wire transfer and the chime receipts to show, no, I actually paid the person that won the giveaway. Like, I paid, why would I, right? So people are comfortable lying on this. They're comfortable just telling lies on this internet for absolutely no reason other than clout. So I do not know who this woman is. I don't know if she's telling the truth. What I can say is you got to come with receipts and proof, lady.
Yeah, you can't come on my podcast just talking. Just making assumptions, just making stories up. What we fun to talk about, nigga? It don't look good for Shorty, bro, because you ain't pressing no charges. You ain't show the proof of the messages. And you getting interviewed by a nigga that don't like Charleston. Sounds a little machine. I don't even know what to call it. It seems a little fish.
Charleston White responded back to this, and Charleston White presented his proof as to why he believes it's impossible that he could have committed whatever that woman is accusing him of.
Having debilitating student loan debt can take a toll on someone's life.
There was the threats of, we're gonna take money out of your...
Oh, let me just say something. They say I got out the boys' home in 98. I got out the boys' home in 1997. When I got out the boys' home in 1997, I went to the Cottrell house in San Antonio for a year. Now let me break it down for y'all. See, I just want to break this, say, listen, they say when he got, no. Let me break it down for you. I got out in 1997. I just sit back and just sit, man, they just go, really? 1997, released from the boys' home. Straight to Cottrell house for a year. All this is documented. My first ID ever, OG murder, I want you in here. My first ID ever is in San Antonio as a grown man at the Everett house at 20 years old. So peep game, I don't come to Fort Worth till I'm 2000. Why? I escaped from the halfway house. Let me break it down for y'all. I escaped from the halfway house, got sent back. Now where they sent me? They didn't send me back to Giddens. I went to Brownwood Sanction Unit. I'm gonna say it again. I went from the boys' home to San Antonio for a year, escaped from the boys' home, San Antonio halfway out, and went to Brownwood Sanction Unit for 120 days. So they said, well, he went, I was in San Antonio. From San
So you got up here and lied. Hey, tell me in the comments what you think is. Hey, I don't care. It ain't got nothing to do with me. But it's like you said at age 20, that's when he did it. Said, hey, let's play house. This nigga was in a halfway house in another city, another state. What's going on here, baby? Who you confusing with? Because there's only one nigga with one eye in your family, right?
San Antonio. Say, from San Antonio, I
That
went
man,
to
that demon.
Fayetteville, Arkansas to go enroll into the University of Arkansas. So as I get down there, my cousin wanted to buy some weed. I wasn't in Fort Worth yet, so this is around June, July of 98. I'm in Fayetteville, Arkansas. I'm not in Texas. I get caught with 10 pounds of weed. I get caught with 10 pounds of marijuana. So I just want to sit back and just look at the lies. I'm gonna debunk them on say TV. So I get caught with 10 pounds of weed. The whole 1999 that the man she met me, I was locked up in Oklahoma.
I'm very sensitive.
We got a liar. I wish I had a liar button. Ooh. Somebody lying. Why would you get online and say you got R word? That's wicked.
Sensitive when it comes to accusations like this, especially from black women. So
That's
I'm
wicked.
trying my hardest not to just call this woman an outright liar. I'm trying my
Something
hardest.
had to happen. Why
But
she
if
bring it
you're
up?
given a day and say, yo, this happened in 99, or let's say 98. 98, he was in San Antonio. 99, he was in jail. Then it's hard for me not to say, yo, this is
Facts.
not
Because if you
credible.
lying about one thing, what you else you
Like at
lying
all.
about?
Now again, I don't got no issues with the dudes who are pushing this. They don't like Charleston White. I don't know their reasons for not liking Charleston White. I'm sure they got
Because the shit that he say. You can't sit with a bold face and if Charles cuss you out and tell all your business, you're not gonna like him.
good reasons. Charleston White is hard to deal with.
That boy mouth
Right.
wicked.
So I think it's like Fort Worth T. Will is the dude who did the interview. Shout out to him. I ain't got no issues with you, brother. I'm sure you probably got some good reasons to hate Charleston White. I don't know. But if
That
I had to
interview
make
was
a good
incredible.
assessment, bruh, these accusations are probably nonsense. It's probably BS. Charleston White probably has never met this woman, probably don't know this woman. It's
You trying
probably
to get some money.
nonsense. Because if you're saying this man did this to you in this time frame, but this time frame he was in jail, then what exactly are we considering here? Like, what exactly are we looking at here?
What you talking
Especially
about?
if you have the option to go down to the police station and file charges, because there's no statute of limitation on a child being in Texas. You can go and file this right now if you want, like right now if you wanted to. But I don't think she's going to, because when you file those charges, well, they're going to start doing their investigation. And if they find out, oh no, Charleston
I
White
want to know
was
that text
in
message
jail
she
when this
got
happened
too
to
about
you,
being paid.
now guess what? Now you got your own charges coming. Now you got lying to the police coming. Now you got, like, you feel me, like a civil suit on your head, which I think Charleston White like addressed the potential of suing her in this particular video. He says he can't really sue her because she don't got nothing to be sued for. So he's not really going to sue her, but he's waiting for her to go on a larger platform that he can sue. Y'all let me know in the comment section, man, what y'all think about it.
Ooh, that's smart. And that nigga Charleston is smart with that. Wait till a nigga actually pay her for that interview and let the podcast have a little money. Hey, I get to sue the interview. Cause you brought your guests on her and lied and tarnished my name with no concrete proof. Man, stop playing with that oil word, cause it's people out here actually that's getting to the manager. So stop lying about it, cause now it's like crying wolf. Do we believe her or no? But I can picture that. You know, Charleston White. You know, he's successful. You know, he getting some money, so he probably spoiling his side of the family. That be his mom, his kids. You know, she probably a little jealous. You know, but hurt. You know, he don't never do for this side of the family. You know, that's how I can look at it. But other than that, man, stop tarnishing people's names out here, bro. If it really happened, you would have went down to the station. Y'all tell me what y'all thinking in the comments.